What is up, my bodyweight warriors? Welcome back to another video and a new mini series sort of thing, kind of the same as it was before but a little bit different series. Full day of eating basically. As was mentioned in the last video, I had to stop the rebuild series because I had another injury, but what I didn't want to miss out on was my kind of passion for nutrition, and I want to share that more with you in a little bit more detail, so that is what these videos are for. It is important to note that this day of eating video is not here to say this is how you should eat and this is the diet you should follow. This is just an example. This is what works for me. It is important that you find what works for you, but hopefully through these videos you may be inspired to try something different. And to help you with that inspiration, trying something different, every single one of these day of eating vlogs will have in the description down below a recipe on my blog in full detail, giving you all the ingredients, all the listings, and it will be from one of the meals, one of the things that I cook in this video. I don't know what it'll be yet, but it'll be linked down below. Make sure you go check it out. But for now, it's coffee and work. Breakfast time now. I'm gonna cook an unscrambled omelette, and that is what the recipe for today's video is going to be. Simply because I have done this recipe, or used this recipe for a long time. I actually can't remember how long, but I started using it because basically when you're cooking an egg, you want to try and keep that yolk intact. When you start doing like scrambled and omelettes, you have more of a risk of oxidizing the cholesterol and the fatty acids that are in the yolk. Not ideal, can make it a little bit more inflammatory. So keeping that yolk whole, poaching it, frying it, is probably the best way to go. This unscrambled omelette is a good alternative. So, as always, it is in the description down below if you want to check the full recipe, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing basically now anyway. So there you have it, that is an unscrambled omelette, 3 eggs, a bunch of delicious, super healthy veggies, and then I chose to flavor this one with like feta cheese, parsley, olives, so kind of like a Mediterranean kind of vibe. You can really do whatever you want to do. Pesto goes really well with this, so does like paprika, chili, chorizo. There's like unlimited possibilities. Give it a try, recipe down below. So I kind of realized that that meal had not a huge amount of calories in, so I was bumping it up with some dark chocolate, almond butter, and then cucumber and almond butter. Pretty good combo. Macros in total, including that, are now on screen. Yeah. So it is now like 2 o'clock. There's been some programming, other client work, and now I think it's about time to train. I'm not doing anything intense today. It's just a mobility, soft tissue work, working on any nagging, annoying bits, mobility, probably some middle splits as well. I'm not going to go into any detail about training. This is a day of eating, but I'll show you some highlights anyway. That is the session done. I finished up with the sauna because sauna is just awesome for you. It wasn't very intense, just a mobility session. As I've said, I've still torn or partially torn the supraspinatus on this arm, although I can hold a camera now, which I couldn't beforehand. So but you gotta do what you can do. There's always something you can be working towards. For me, middle splits and deadlifts. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing like how shaky you can feel despite the fact that I haven't lifted any weights. Like just doing those middle splits, my legs feel like jelly. So that is post-workout meal. It's like a kind of Thai spice broth. It's basically chicken broth with some like ginger, soy sauce, other little spices in there as well, and then I put it on top of some rice, got some sardines in there, which if you don't like sardines or fatty fish, you could put chicken, and then smoked paprika halloumi on top. Pretty freaking awesome combo. Sounds weird, but until you try it, you will love it, I promise you. Well, maybe. Generally pretty level when it comes to macros. It wasn't super high in fat, carbs, protein. It was like pretty mixed. If I was doing a proper full-on training session, I probably would have gone way up with the carbs, but today's just mobility. So one thing that I didn't mention that I meant to mention was that this day of eating is an opportunity for you to ask me questions and me to talk about nutrition in general, kind of in a free, open-ish format. So if you do have any questions, if you have something that you want me to do in the next episode in terms of like recipes or cover or talk about, leave a comment down below, join the conversation, let me know what you want to know, what you want to find out, or my opinion on things. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'll happily give my experience. So it is now 7 o'clock, finishing up some graphic design stuff. It is time for the final meal of the day. I haven't eaten a huge amount today. I probably should still be like another 1,200 calories to go. So we'll see. This meal was actually my first ever blog post, which was a Mexican baked chicken thing. Really easy recipe. You can have loads of it cold, which is what I've got tonight. So throw that together with something and see where the calories are at. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Final meal of the day. That baked chicken, avocado, lettuce, low carb, high fat, simple, pretty delicious meal. Then on the side, some full fat Greek yogurt, the real stuff, not this low fat bullshit, and some organic muesli thing. And then what I've done is I've grated dark chocolate on top. And when you grate dark chocolate, you don't use very much, but it like feels like you have a lot of dark chocolate, if you know what I mean. It's a good little hack if you're trying to keep calories a little bit lower. But that is it for this week, guys. That is the end of the day of eating. All in all, calories were actually pretty much bang on for a rest day, active recovery day. I tend to go a little bit lower on the calories, a little bit lower on the carbs as well, but that's because my particular makeup, I suit lower carb, a little bit more fat, a little bit more protein. So it may be different for you, but if you do have any nutrition questions, leave a comment down below. Like I mentioned earlier, I do want to address it each week, trying to address a different topic, answer your guys' questions. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button and support the channel. If you want to grab one of these Bodyweight Warrior t-shirts, you can do. They're currently 20% off, end of summer sale. Links in the description down below. With the recipe that I mentioned earlier, that unscrambled omelette, will be linked down there as well. So go check it out. But that is it for this week, guys. Have a strong and healthy week. Peace.